Hello. Because of the delay, it's not gonna show up, but you just have to trust me on it.
Also, where's Ethan? Y'all were hating on me for like
Because we've
being
established
late.
this earlier, he's gonna be here soon.
And I was late for a good reason,
Yeah, well, he was
which
late
is
because he was at work.
okay. Maybe his reason's a little better, but like,
Exactly. So you have no excuse. You don't get it. You don't get
yeah.
the right to talk shit about us. But
All right. If
anyways,
I have no excuse and you came later than I did, what's your excuse?
I woke up
Got
like
you there.
30 minutes ago. Cause the night shift,
For
bro.
anyone that's out there, uh,
Oh, we're
we
live?
yeah,
Yeah,
Oh my
we've been
god.
live for like how many seconds now?
20 seconds. For anyone that is out there, which I don't think you are, but if you are, we are missing one member, and he should arrive shortly. Until then, we're probably gonna kill time.
Well, in the meantime, would
Literally.
you like to hear the famous epic saga of
Oh,
the deer,
so we're just
Mr.
going straight for
Mumblemouth
the
Nathan
Eldritch
Finch?
God of Time. Yeah, I
Sure,
want to
Oh
Zero.
hear
yeah,
about Mr.
I have him
Mumblemouth.
in my grasp.
So a long
So,
time ago, I might have told y'all that I had to do. I was doing transcription work, and I had to do an NDA because there was a court hearing that I was transcripting, and the prosecutor in that case was the wonderful and worrisome Mumblemouth Nathan Finch, as reported by someone else who tried to transcript what I was doing before and just couldn't tell what he was saying. Um, it was, and having listened to it, I can tell that title is very, very apt. Sorry, Mr. Nathan Finch. You're a hero regardless. Um, but basically, this is the case of Mr. Ariv and Sosnoki in Florida, and it is super dramatic and convoluted. But the case summary is essentially that there's the man named Mr. Arif and several others in Florida who he claims were tricked into investing into a major gold fund run by the Sosnowskis, to which they ran a massive business which is now currently filed for bankruptcy. And he has sued them for millions of dollars in damages. Um, and the case has been dragged out for a really long time because the guy, Mr. Arif, is kind of like an attorney, but also like a bumbling attorney. He's not like too good at his job, but he's really, really trying. And you can tell the judge is really, really trying because he keeps on adding like, well, she actually, sorry, she keeps on like adding on like what's the word? It's like ways to like review like the thing that you're like posting, so that way like they'll take your claim more seriously. And even the prosecutor, like he was doing his job, like Mr. Nathan Finch, the hero that he is, was like he did his job well and amazingly. And at the end of the hearing, was like, hey, like outside of the line of work, I really think that you have something here. You should seriously follow this up because it's very likely that my client is guilty.
Well,
And
Rip.
like I did not expect that at all because listening to it, I was just like, man, it kind of sounds like this guy is just being a dick to this lady for no reason. I don't know what's going on. And then I hear that at the end. It's just like, wait, you mean it was all real? The Gelflund was real?
dang.
I have not checked to see any updates on Mr. Arif versus Mrs. Sosnowski, but if there is any, I hope to hear from Mr. Mumblemouth Nathan Finch very soon because I feel like I need to know how the saga ends. But yeah,
wow,
Wow.
a lot of stuff happens in
fascinating.
Mouth
Florida,
feels
man.
like the start of the origin of a villain.
For who? Sosnowski or
Who's
Arif?
this? Who's
Or
this? Who's
Nathan
this?
Finch?
Better, man.
Yes, it is. Ethan, you missed an amazing story.
Frick off.
It's okay. I'll tell it
What?
later. Wow.
Damn. We
So-
weren't even being mean to you.
Yeah.
I'm just trolling. How's it going, guys? You want?
Fine. I
Shows
guess
that
I won't
first-
tell you my amazing
First
story then.
words spoken. Frick off.
Oh,
Hey, no, I said cowabunga. I said cowabunga.
I didn't hear
I
the
heard him say
cowabunga.
cowabunga. You didn't hear him
I
say
just
cow. I
heard
heard him say
frick off.
cowabunga.
I didn't hear.
Dude, I heard him
I
say
heard frick
cowabunga. I don't know
off.
what you guys heard.
I heard frick off.
No,
Time
you're on
change.
cloud 9. Maybe your mind is making up stuff.
Dude,
Yeah.
I am on cloud 9 right now. Uh, uh,
Bentley has no. Buckley has first joint.
I am just
Oh yeah,
I'm on
Bucky got a
different
hold of some of
level.
that white powder again, and
Oh no. No.
The laxatives?
Frick.
yeah, the
What?
laxative, the
It's on
laxative.
cloud
The-
nine,
That's what.
chilling
The
easily.
Huh?
No, I
chillaxative.
am
Yeah, the chill
Oh, my.
laxative.
I am
That's
way
what they
too
call
happy
it
right
these
now.
days, right? That's what the kids are calling it.
Can anyone hear Groovy? Is Groovy playing?
Groovy's
He's
playing
deaf.
nothing at the
Groovy's
moment.
on
Groovy is
mute.
not playing.
He's all
Why?
dead.
No, it's deafened so it can't hear us, but it's not muted. And
But then
I
why
can't
isn't
hear
it playing?
That is an
It's
excellent
showing up as
question.
muted on my thing.
Hold
Oh
on.
my.
Okay, wait. Let me kick Groovy and then bring him back.
What happened to Bard?
Can I even kick him?
Poor
Probably.
Groovy.
If you want one of us to, we can.
I think it's a slash command.
Yeah, kick him
yeah,
and
it
then I'll
is.
try it again.
Boop.
Thank you.
Boop.
Oh, hi.
No, it's still on mute for me.
Frick.
Well, maybe you have to like.
Can you
hit
do
play
slash
again.
unmute?
I don't think that works. I don't think that's one of the command. Oh, unpause. There it is.
Hey! Whoa. Okay, I need to lower
was-
that. Holy shit!
That was
I'm gonna be
deep.
right back.
Yeah, that one starts a little freaky.
The bass
Yeah.
drop on that is just like boom.
Just, bass clef.
Yeah,
Bottom of
only
the
bass
piano.
clef. No treble,
Just
man.
bass
All about that.
I'm all about that bass clef. About that bass clef.
Not about that trouble.
Not about the treble.
I
Treble.
think I hate all of you.
What?
Oh,
Good, use
no.
it.
We're beautiful.
Beautiful, does that mean you're not also terrible?
All beautiful things are terrible, haven't you heard?
Father Padre
LOL.
is beautiful, excuse me.
The first example being children. They're beautiful and wonderful, but also terrible.
You know, there are kids out there that aren't beautiful.
Sure, but they're also wonderful
Eh.
and terrible.
It's all subjective.
Anyway,
These low
Yeah.
bass notes are just coming at the most inopportune times.
It's the dramatic way to explain it.
And then,
These are like how unpopular opinions happen. You say one and it drops.
yeah. I was waiting for some I don't know, ominous thing when you were talking about kids, then it would just be done.
One time I was
Like
watching
that.
over a kid during day's care. I never saw him again.
okay. Anyway,
Dun, dun, dun.
so we're
'Cause
gonna
it was
get the
summer
show
and he
on
went to
the
school.
road. All right. Ready, peeps?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So, for anyone out there in the world, welcome back to the Bloodstained Labyrinth. This is our third session playing with some Call of Cthulhu, and we've been doing some spooks.
Spooky.
Dun,
So,
spook.
last we left off, our brave paranormal investigators faced some new horrors. A seance went awry, leaving Scott feeling paranoid and targeted. A dream gave Bobby a deep sense of wrongness, and the metallic scent of blood hung in the air as she woke. Min, a member of the competing party of investigators, went missing the next morning, and a frantic search of the labyrinthine manor commenced. Our protagonists, y'all, for some reason, found what appeared to be an old library and gained access to several just barely legible books about Vlad the Impaler and a history of the building that included some creepy stories of people disappearing many, many years ago. So here we are, just outside the library you've all discovered. As the lamps in the hallway light the pages of the books you've picked up, I think Father Padre is holding the books. Can you
Yeah.
roll me
Yeah.
a spot hidden?
Spot
on.
hidden.
Come on,
Well,
buddy.
give me one hot second and let me bring up my character sheet.
we're
Here we
starting
go.
this on a roll.
Oh yes, absolutely.
This is going to be the role that
Spot
determines how the
hidden.
session goes. Yeah, success.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
That hyperventilation.
You see that as you're flipping through, in the slightly brighter light of the hallway, there are a few handwritten footnotes. One of the footnotes says, Vlad Dracul. And underneath that it says dragon question mark, devil question mark, two possible translations. Another scrawl on a separate page says E bath.
Evac.
E period space bath, BATH.
Huh.
Who the hell is this? Oh, pardon my French.
Oh my god. Whoa.
I gotta get in character. Whoops.
Father Padre is sinning now. Oh no.
Oh,
no.
These spirits in this house just causing all manner of inconveniences. Anyway, do you know who this Evath character is?
Bath with a B, B as in Bob.
Bath.
We just can't say the letter B. It's because of Bucky.
Hey,
Nah,
bathtub.
Is it
Oh wait,
like?
don't talk about bathtubs in front of Bobby.
Is it like? You don't know about bathtubs in front of Bobby.
Yeah, I was
How
saying
do you
out of
know?
character.
Again, you don't know.
How do you know?
You don't know,
I
man.
mean,
you don't know me.
What don't I know? I don't know anything.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Oh, you know, just whimsical.
Anyways,
Oh, was
you.
that Father Padre rubbing off on Zero?
Wait, what?
What?
Lord have mercy.
I say that all the time. What are you talking about?
I don't know. It sounds like Father Padre speak to me.
Dude,
Anyway.
I'm Jewish. What do you want from me? What
Well,
do you
I thought
think
I
I'm
hear
gonna
an
respond by
excuse.
saying?
Okay. What's the E stand for?
That's what I want to know too. Is it like lowercase
I
or
would place
uppercase?
my bets on Vlad, personally.
uppercase.
Electronic.
Okay, so it's uppercase.
Electronic bath.
This is in
Electronic.
Vlad the Impaler's memoir, or
Uh,
bibliography, biblioteca.
I'm not exactly an educated person, but do you mind explaining who Vlad the Impaler was?
Absolutely. I'm gonna give a synopsis of it, and it's really long and definitely really boring, so everybody gets really uncomfortable.
Just read all 10 books
Quick
back to
question.
back.
If I
And like
took
the most monotone flat voice.
does the book have an index in it?
Ooh.
It
Well,
does.
let me check. I'm gonna flip to the back.
You find an index.
Is there a
identify
bath?
the
That
bath.
could be.
So, there is no mention of an e-bath in this book. However, you do find
Whoa. Sorry, folks. Give me one quick second. I think something happened there. Let's fix this real quick. Did I do it? Nope. This is the one, I think. Oh boy, that's not good at all. Okay. I can't hear anything. I think the problem is also... Hold on now. I'm gonna get y'all back, don't worry. Oh boy, oh boy. There we go, I fixed it. Hi everyone. But now the stream can't hear you, fuck. Give me a sec.
Oh,
There we go, I fixed it.
holding up for...
Brief intermission.
okay.
I'm not sure what happened there. The volume just decided, no, I don't want to do it anymore.
Yep.
It's okay, volume. We all have those days.
I'm glad we survived.
Yeah.
So back to Father Padre. What were you saying?
I would like to find a book of Dracula if one exists in this house.
Also, do you mind repeating what you found in the index? Because I didn't hear it.
I would also like to just see what they say about that word in this book. If it
I was
mentions a
gonna
page number.
ask if you could check that.
Absolutely.
Zero, he found the word Dracula in the index.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You know, normal stuff.
So
Yeah.
you flip to a page, and you see, and some words of this are hard to make out, but for the most part you can read it. And it says, historically, the name Dracula is derived from an order called the Order of the Dragon. founded by the then King of Hungary to uphold Christianity and defend the Holy Roman Empire against the Ottoman Turks. Vlad Dracul II, father of Vlad III, was admitted to the order around 1431, after which Vlad II wore the emblem of the order, and later, as ruler, his coinage bore the dragon symbol, from which the name Dracula is derived, since Dracul in Romanian means the dragon.
Whoa.
Excellent. I read that in the most flat monotone voice.
That's
Of course I do. Anyway, let's see. Romania.
so that's the inspiration behind Dracula, huh?
Yeah. That's what it seems to be.
Wonder why someone
Well,
would be interested in that, especially in a place like this.
who knows? Maybe these spirits have more to it. Anyhows,
I'm curious. What was the name? We know this place used to be like a hospital, right?
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Most of the pages are blank, so we don't know exactly. I was just curious. I wonder if like maybe the people who like founded it or like built it were from Romania.
It's quite possible. I think there was a lot of immigration happening in the later part of the, well, not 1400s, obviously,
Well,
but it could be
1700s maybe.
later.
It's it's something to consider because I don't know. It seems a little odd, don't you think?
I'm going to cross-reference with the other books to see if they have any mention of the stuff that we've been kind of reading here, like Romania, Dracula, etc., etc.
So you in that book, the one about the hospital,
Yes.
you don't find any mention of Vlad or Dracula or anything like that. But you do see near the very, very end of the book, and this book was definitely published during the lifetime of the owner that the manor is currently named after.
Oh, okay.
So basically the timeline, as you would understand it from this book, is the Kanayuki family. They owned the house for most of the time in known history.
Mm-hmm.
At some point, one of the sons of the house decided to, I guess loan isn't exactly the word, but he decided that like the hospital could just take the space and basically continued forward as a landlord. When all of the creepy stuff with the hospital happened and everyone disappeared and it was shut back down, it reverted back to being called the Kanayuki Manor. And until the most recent owner was owned by a series of Kanayukis.
Huh.
There's one oddity in this timeline.
That's
Can I look at that time in any of the books that we currently possess?
For the hospital time?
Yeah, other than the hospital book itself, if there's any mention.
There's only one mention at the very end of the book. And you
Okay.
see that there is it's like half a chapter, maybe. And it basically just says that the Kanayuki's return, the handling of the manor was returned to the Kanayuki family. And renovations were still done in a baffling and continuing manner.
Well, here's kind of a start point, it looks like.
That's a bit strange, don't you think?
Any ideas of where to move forward from here?
Well, I have one idea, but it's more of a theory. I'm not too confident on it, but doesn't it seem a little weird how the Kanayuki family owned this place for a while? Nothing strange had really happened up until then, until someone decided to refurbish it as a hospital, and then suddenly things start going wrong.
Hmm.
And then
What are you implying?
and then it's taken back to the family. It goes quiet again until it's no longer owned by the family again, and something happens. I'm not sure what, but I think we can all agree that sometimes some people try to do something that they really shouldn't be doing, and maybe whatever is in here is more fond of some people than others. I don't know. There's no rhyme or reason there. Don't have anything to support that at all. It's just interesting, given what we know.
Oh yeah, sure thing, dude.
And I don't
Thanks
know.
for your input. Very helpful.
Yeah, no worries.
Lord. Well, at the very least, it gives us enough to where we should definitely try to figure out more about this family that we can, and maybe why they're so obsessed with Dracula of all people.
Absolutely. That might be a good idea.
Weren't there 3 books that we were looking at?
There's
Or
like
was
a
it just 2?
10. There's like a 10 like saga of like the Dracula books, or Vlad the Impaler. I'm sorry, I'm disrespecting his name.
No, there you also have Bram Stoker's entire works like about Dracula.
Oh, cool.
Ooh. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Well,
This man rode in a coffin to his new house or an ocean.
well, he was also dead and alive.
But not.
It's confusing.
Quote unquote dead.
God,
that's
wouldn't it be weird
crazy.
if we were chasing after a vampire this whole time?
Well, I got some wooden stakes in my bag, but
I got a holy
We'll figure it out.
handmaid.
A holy what now?
oh, and that's on me, Father. Yeah, I got it too.
Don't worry about it.
We really need to have a
Anyways.
conversation about blessing weapons.
I think it's practical, but
Regardless,
I mean, how else would it work if it has holy water strapped to it and a bomb in the middle? How wouldn't that work?
I wonder. No, that's ridiculous. Never mind.
So as you guys are kind of discussing amongst yourselves and reading this, you can hear the other group kind of somewhere nearby through the walls, and they're calling out for men. They're opening doors, they're closing doors, they're rapping on the walls, all those kinds of things.
Father Padre, you've done a pretty good job with these books. I have one last theory. It'll probably mean nothing, but I'm curious. If you'd be so kind as to skim through the pages of the actual Dracula book, I'm curious.
Absolutely. Give me a couple hours and I'll have it all down.
Well, you don't need to read it. I just need you to like look.
Oh, what am I looking for?
Descriptions about Dracula's castle.
Dracula's castle?
I'm just curious. It probably won't mean anything, but I'm just curious.
Well, there were sounds in the night like wolves surrounding the castle, skeletal remains of butlers that were animated to carry luggage up. That's always fun.
I just... forget it, but we should keep that one close, I think. Oh, also, I don't know, I guess the weird drawing, but I don't know how well we're gonna do with that.
Anyway, I'll skim read.
Skim read Dracula.
Skim read Dracula.
The way Bram Stoker would have hated.
Specifically
So
the
that-
layout of the castle.
So that would take you quite a while, but you read about Dracula's castle, and it's there's a lot of intrigue and a lot of vampiric lore, But you find that it's majority of the castle described is it is it's a landmark in Romania.
Yeah. There's some creepy ass vampiric chicks in this
They were
book.
definitely not in Romania.
Did you just say ass?
I
Ooh.
would never.
Oh my god.
It also means donkey, so
That's true. Crazy donkey vampire chicks.
oh gosh, we're looking for some sort of vampire donkey hybrid.
I want that on a t-shirt. I want that phrase on a
that's-
t-shirt so badly.
Crazy donkey vampire chicks.
Yes.
Oh, ooh.
Hanging from the ceiling.
Anyway,
It's like a persona.
where to now, guys?
Well,
Have we finished
Wait, is the
exploring
donkey the first one or the bat?
well, we're in the library right now, so we haven't even
Yeah, so
dove deep into the
yeah,
labyrinth.
we need to look elsewhere. I think still need to kind of help search for Min.
So
Absolutely.
follow the string.
So I think we
tie
should
new
move
ones to it, and
forward.
carry
Yeah,
on.
I think we should move forwards and continue with laying down more string.
Well, one thing we should definitely do, because since we're all together, and I'm gonna open up the duffel bag and start divvying up a lot of the other devices that we got. So we have some EMF stuff. We have more access to UV lights. We have a tick, a thermal imaging camera. We only got one, so whoever wants it can take it. I'm gonna hold on to the big camera. It does have a night vision function, but at the moment does not have it on. We all have our own different stuff that we can keep on and keep looking to see if anything happens.
All right.
Excellent.
Bucky, you're gonna have to be pushing me along through the labyrinth because I'm gonna be the one holding the camera.
Yeah, sure, no worries, dude.
Thanks, man.
And Bucky will just shuffle
Bobby,
slowly.
Well, Bobby, if you're not
Behind
tired of my
Scott.
company, we can pair up again.
Sounds like a plan.
Bobby, if you'd like, you can hold on to the thermal imaging camera.
You're gonna have to tell me what buttons to click.
Don't even bother with me.
That's why I asked Bobby.
No, I don't mind learning. I just need to know what needs to be done.
It's pretty simple. The settings are already done, so that way it's not going to pick up just any bright light. All you need to do is that whenever you're in a kind of dark place, just click this button right here, and it should show you some stuff. If you
Alrighty.
yeah.
Or hopefully not. I mean, I don't want to see any stuff.
Well, you'll probably see us if you
Oh,
look
we're
around.
kind of aiming to see stuff, Father.
We need to
The
see
whole
stuff.
point is, yeah.
At the very
Okay,
least, maybe
onwards
you'll
we
see
go.
something through the walls and you'll find them in.
Yep, totally hoping to see things through the walls.
Because that's what firefighters use this thing for. They look for people when the smoke's too thick.
That's
I
cool.
mean, fair enough.
Smoke's different than walls, but sure.
All right. So you guys are
Smoke is a
searching.
particle. Walls are solid.
God damn
Gas
it.
versus solid, honestly.
God damn it.
Anyway,
I'm not here for the middle school lesson.
onwards, guys.
Yes,
Mhm.
onwards
Yeah.
deeper into the
Absolutely.
labyrinth.
Feather
Alright.
up and feather
Everyone.
in.
So you guys have split up into 2 groups, correct?
Are
I
we
don't know
splitting up?
why
I thought we were
we're
gonna stick
splitting up.
together.
Why?
Meh
I think
and
we should
babeh.
stick together.
Yeah, I think we should
Wow,
stay
let's-
together.
Okay. In that case, one of you, whichever one you want, roll me spot hidden.
Oh boy.
I
Who do we
Got the
want to
best
do
spot
it?
hidden.
I'm pretty perceptive.
Oh god,
I
roll
would,
20.
I
Mine
would
is
say that.
Good, but
No, I
don't
keep
know if
getting
it's the best.
failures, so I think Father and Padre should roll it.
I'm pretty
Well, don't
good at
put the
spot
pressure
hidden
on me.
too. I'm also pretty good at it, but Father Padre is better at it than me.
Are we legally allowed to say what our spot hidden modifiers are?
I mean,
Nope.
Ooh.
Oh,
You can
that is a
see
thing.
mine.
Oh shit, I forgot to say earlier. To all the people who have used luck points today, have you been refilling them at all?
Absolutely
Oh,
not.
I gotta refill those.
Okay, so yeah,
You can
basically.
refill them.
Okay, so here's how it works in Call of Cthulhu, because I checked it because I was curious and I didn't know if any of y'all were doing it. What happens is you roll a d100 at the beginning of a session, and if it's higher than your current luck points, you roll a d10 and add those points to your luck score.
Lovely.
So I'm sorry I did not tell you guys that sooner. I did not realize that. That is my bad.
Unacceptable.
And so yeah, if you want to do that at some point, I'd get that out of the way. Sorry, Nix.
No, totally fine.
Aw, Father Padre. Oh no.
Ooh.
Hey!
Nope, that's a failure.
Though.
No, that's a
That would have
success,
been a
Chill.
critical success.
You said if it's higher than your
Yeah,
Luck
so
point.
for luck, it's for when you want to add luck, it's different, and when you're making an improvement, you want to roll above. That's the only time.
All right,
Everything else
well,
is below.
I'm gonna spot the fun things that we don't want to see, but we'll probably see anyway.
A. D10.
Well, looks like that
Hey,
was a
you did
success.
it! Good job.
Yay!
All right.
Perceptive. It's a hard success.
So as you guys are doing this, so you're kind of, you're exploring the hallways. You're trying to find new, different hallways. You're trying all the doors that you see. You're trying to open all the windows that you see. At some point, probably maybe like a half hour to 45 minutes after this, you see another door with a doorknob looking just like all the other ones. And when you try it, the doorknob turns and the door opens.
I walk in.
All right, let's go check it out.
All right. So you find another room, and this one looks, again, like it's been deserted for some time. All of the things in the room are covered in a pretty thick pattern of dust. There's like an armchair in the corner. There's a rug of, some design that you can't see through the dust. And there's like a side table next to the armchair. Yeah, so what do you do?
What's the light situation here?
There is no light in the room.
Flashlight.
Okay, I'm gonna turn on the turn on the thermal imaging.
Oh, you doing that
Camera.
first? Okay,
I guess, yeah. I mean, if we can't see light.
that's fine.
So you
No.
turn on the thermal imaging, and it looks like near the floor, the temperature is a lot cooler than the rest of the room.
Oh no.
There you go.
Well, maybe the
fancy
floor is just
indoor
a cold
cooling.
floor. I mean, if it's wooden, is it wooden?
You're not sure.
I'll reach down and touch the floor.
The floor, are you touching the carpet or are you touching the floor under the carpet? What's going on?
I am touching the carpet first, and then I'm gonna. Well, let me know how's the carpet.
The carpet is dusty.
Old blood.
Your hands feel
Apart from
dirty.
that, how was the temperature of the carpet?
It feels cool to the touch. It doesn't feel ridiculous, but it's cool.
Okay, I'm gonna peel back the Wait, I'm confused. Did you say it was carpet or was it a rug?
It's a rug. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. So could I peel back the rug?
You can.
I'm peel back the rug then.
So you all kind of cough a bit as the dust gets all kicked up. But as you lift the rug, you realize that the floor is uneven.
Oh.
What isn't uneven in this
Can
house?
someone point their flashlight towards here and
I'm gonna
is there
do that.
So
is there some sort of a latch or is there a
There
reason
is.
why it's uneven?
Oh, there's
Gotcha.
a latch?
Latch. Whoop whoop.
Oh my god, are we about to go in like Fluffy's lair in HP1?
Well,
Okay, looks like there's a latch here. Before we pull it, do we want to explore the rest of the room? I'm asking you guys.
well, did you see anything else with the tick?
With the what? The thermal image. Ah,
Yeah,
thermal imaging camera. Gotcha.
that's what they call it. It's the tick.
I don't know. Do I see anything else with the tick?
Oh my gosh.
You do not see anything else. The floor is cold.
That's it. Okay. Do you all want to point your flashlights elsewhere in the room to see if you?
Yeah, that's
Catch
what I
anything?
want to do. I wanna check out the corner where it was cold and just point my flashlight at it.
So it's actually cold kind of in the center of the room near that latch.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
All
Oh
right.
boy.
There seems
Okay.
to be a draft.
Well, one thing we should do
I want-
first is we wanna make sure the string is secure before we open it.
That too, but I'm gonna ask you all to stand a little bit back behind me. Just need you to be safe.
Absolutely agree.
Point your flashlight towards where I am, but stand aside.
I'm gonna film the whole thing.
Yep. Sure.
Watch as Bobby lifts a latch.
Are you
Serious
announcing it to the
uneven wall.
camera? It's just like,
Yeah. Feel free to narrate, Padre.
I'm definitely in most of the frame, blocking the shot.
And
oh my god! I keep Bucky keeps trying to have to move me around.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, and I lift the latch.
So you find that the latch lifts with a creak. It hasn't been used in a while, and again, dust kicks up, and it's a little hard to see at first. But you do, the second you open that, you can feel the cold air.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Is there a ladder?
There's no ladder, but if you shine your flashlight into it, which I'm assuming you would,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
you can see a floor not too far down.
Oh.
Well, fam, I can go first if you have a bit of a rope to help me up. How deep is it?
I'm gonna
It's
jump
maybe
in.
it's only maybe 5 feet deep.
I jumped
I'll
in.
hop right in. Yeah. hop in
Wait,
first.
guys, you can.
Just stay up there and keep an eye.
I don't really have a choice in the matter, but okay.
That's why I said it.
I will stay up here and just
Intern, you're in charge of making sure nothing happens.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, sure thing.
I'm gonna film I'm gonna ask Bucky to get me close to where the latch is so I can film them going down.
Alright, sure thing.
Are we
And,
taking the
Buckley,
string with us? I'm assuming we don't.
Scott
We
over to
should, but
the...
Well, if you'd rather, what we could do is we could tie one string to the end here and tie another one into this room so that way you can take it down with you.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
I like string.
I
So you
like
jump in.
String.
Yeah, we're going in. I don't like splitting the party out because this is not the greatest place. Well, let's go.
Well, you can't. What do you want to take me down with you?
No, I'll report back to you if there's.
You do
anything
have
of
your walkie
importance
with
on
you.
Over, I got that.
Oh my god.
All right. So you get in there, you shine your flashlight around. It's about 5 feet tall. If you're standing on the floor, your head is sticking out of that latch area.
Oh, so we have to bend a little bit.
Yeah, you have to
I'm
bend to
taller
get
than
it.
mine.
And it's probably maybe at most 8 feet by 8 feet. It's just a strange crawl space.
Oh.
There's nothing here.
So, as you look around,
It's like who doesn't?
you see something kind of piled in the corner.
I poke it.
Wait, we need to point our flashlight toward it. Not poking anything.
So, I
What are
mean,
you gonna poke it with? Your
Poke
Bible?
it.
it's been poked. What did you poke it with, Padre?
Your Bible?
You throw a Bible
I
at
would
it and be
never.
like, bah.
I poke it. I poke it with a glow stick.
So, you poke it, you hear a rustle, As you
It
poke
moves.
it did not move.
Okay, I'm just panicking.
It's some sort of dust covered piece of clothing.
Well, this isn't ominous at all.
If we point our flashlight towards it, what colored, like what kind of clothing is it? What is
It
it?
looks like it was once white. It's some sort of coat.
Do we recognize the coat?
The coat, I mean, you would
Doctor's coat.
recognize it because you've seen doctors wear lab coats that are similar.
I called it.
Oh.
Is it covering something or is it just there?
Well, have you picked it up?
No, I'm
Ooh.
asking you.
Can't tell
I
from
pick it up.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes.
Dust again everywhere. Like
Wait, Father, before you pick it up.
I already did.
Cock my gun and point.
You
point
have
at the
tools.
corner.
You guys have tools. Don't forget that you have things you can look at.
Too many
Yeah.
buttons.
And
My gun is raised at the corner.
so it's a lab coat. It is covered in dust and it is definitely dirty, but it's a lab coat.
I think this is my size. But I'm not gonna wear it.
Lord.
I would wear that, but it's a little dusty. So, anything else? If we pick it up.
Are you just picking it up?
I already did.
No, I know,
Whoa.
but like, are you just looking at it?
I'll
Well, I'm trying to see if it was covering anything, so I'm still looking at the corner.
I want to
nothing.
search the pockets.
So, in one of the
Our
pockets,
ID.
Yeah.
there is no ID, but you do find a dollar bill.
Oh.
It's a very old dollar bill, but there's writing on it.
What's it say?
It's kind of hard to read in the very dim light.
Even with the flashlight on it?
As you shine the flashlight on,
Oh no.
Dim
Oh
light.
no.
you see it says, "Everyone who has come here is now dead. Run away." On the other side, you just see a few letters. You see an A, you see an R and an A together, you see a D and an O together, you see YUKI, and then you see MA.
Yuki residence.
ARADO.
Could you put that in the chat, please?
I can.
Thank you.
Have
I don't
mercy
have a
on
pen
us.
on me.
I
That's
was
fine.
just typing.
Thank you.
Was this the bloke that sold the house at one point, or lent the house at some point when it became a hospital?
A random Hanayuki mansion.
A random. Yes, there's more than one.
Father Padre, can you roll occult for me?
Oh, fuck.
Wow, I bet that's a 1 for me. Let's see.
That's
What
You
is
can
my
either roll
occult?
occult or power. It's up to you.
Oh.
Power is definitely going to be higher. Let's see. Yeah, I have 5 in occult. That's not good. Yeah, we're going to go with power.
Oh.
Gosh.
That's not good.
I have occult.
So do
It's
I,
a weird
but I'm not
room.
there.
You feel weird in the room. It's weird.
It's weird.
I
Everything's
don't
weird.
like this.
Who has the tick?
That would be Bobby.
I do.
Bobby, as you're kind of looking around, the room is getting colder and colder.
Is there any extra, like, so I know this is a separate room, but does this lead anywhere, or is it like a dead end?
It looks to be a dead end.
Okay, I think we should go back up.
Bobby, can you roll occult or power for me?
Oh, fuck. You can do it. Oh,
But
shit.
you know what? I'm gonna use my luck points.
You're gonna use 10?
Yeah, I'll use 10 luck points.
Alright.
I just got them back, so I'll use it.
That's fair, man. That's fair, man.
Okay.
I really couldn't use 45 or 55.
So since you've been gathered and investigating this new piece of evidence, all of a sudden, not only can you nearly see your breath in the air in front of you, the hairs on the back of your neck are starting to rise. You get the sudden, strong sense that something is watching you. And you have this feeling that if you don't turn around, you will be in danger. Grave danger.
What direction is Father Padre? Are we both in the facing the same direction?
Yeah, you were both looking in the direction of the coat.
Okay. I'm gonna turn around and just. I'm so tempted to just shoot whatever's behind me.
Oh, God.
Oh,
It's
What?
Scott, no!
Yeah, like,
Scott,
like I'm
no.
still filming down the hole. Like, I'm not there, but like, I don't see
Yeah,
any of
he's
this
not
shit.
there.
Yeah,
You're
she
not
won't.
in the hole.
She's not gonna hit me. We'll scare the daylights out of me, though.
That's not my fault.
That's not my fault.
You know what? I'm gonna do that. I have my gun with me, my handgun, and just go, like, slowly take the take the safety off, turn around and just shoot.
Oh no.
You shoot
Poor
the
man.
ghost in the
Turn
head.
You're
around.
definitely dead.
You shot?
Oh,
Huh?
God.
Bobby, did you shoot?
You shot.
You
I
shot. You shot.
Okay. So you turn around and you shoot before you even look.
Oh,
And
no.
Shoot first, ask questions later type of gal.
you see the bullet hits the wall with, the loudest sound imaginable and has made some sort of hole in the plaster. But as you're looking in that direction, you see something on the ceiling of this little hidey hole.
Why is the music changing?
It looks like kind of like a weird patch of grass or something. And as you stare at it, the tendrils grow longer and longer and longer until you begin to see something else. Now, Scott and Bentley, from above,
Buckley,
of a
not
sudden,
Bentley.
Oh, Buckley, sorry.
Even the DM gets it
One
wrong.
shot.
So
Well,
Buckley
Bentley is a
and
Christmas
Scott,
elf. Long story.
as you guys are watching, you start to feel that similar sense of cold, and you can see some sort of what people would describe as a foxfire.
Oh,
What's a foxfire?
no.
It's a
Oh.
foxfire.
Back to Bobby, all of a sudden, as those tendrils have grown longer and longer, you see something else. It's a forehead, and you realize
What
those
the heck?
tendrils are hair. You're seeing hair. As the face descends further, you see sunken holes where there should be eyes, and a flat, skeletal nose over thin, pale lips. The face must have been a woman's once, and she is staring into your soul with her eyeless sockets. Her lips part, and you hear a rasping sound. Help me!
Oh, boy.
As she continues to descend, you see a line slashed across her neck, dripping blood and frozen across her throat.
Oh.
What do you do?
Who are you?
Help me!
The no.
What do you need from us?
So
Apart
she
from help.
She descends lower, and you see an arm begin to rise up, and it looks disjointed and broken. And she points at the jacket.
I give
Do
her
you
the
want the jacket? Do you want us to destroy it? What?
He took us all.
Shoot. Okay.
Oh, boy.
Where is he?
Here. He is here. Help us.
Here, or like in the mansion here?
They're coming. She opens her mouth in it as though she's about to scream, and you see 4 hands come out of the ceiling behind her, grab her shoulders, and yank her away.
Oh, fuck.
Well, I don't know about you, Bobby, but I think it's time to get out of this crawl's face.
Yes, but I'm curious. You said did you say something specific about like the bullet hitting the plaster and like did it make a dent, like something
Yeah.
significant, or no?
It was like a
It's
hole.
plaster. You shot it.
That's it. Nothing big.
It's like a
Dang.
poor man's wall. The second you shoot it, it would go through anything.
Ugh. Okay. Fine. All right. Let's get out of here. Let's blow this popsicle stand.
Bobby, what the hell is going on? What did you shoot? Why did you shoot? What the hell is going on?
Did you kill anything?
No, I did not kill anything, but I found
Oh.
we heard of something that is killing things. And I point to Father Padre, who
Oh.
has a lab coat. Looks
I
like
didn't
whoever
kill
was wearing
anyone.
that coat. No, I said coat.
Oh, okay.
Well, is there any idea or anything that tells you who wore it?
Well, this lady came down from the ceiling and she
I
said
showed them the
whoever...
dollar bill. We
Yeah.
explain everything that happened.
As you look at the coat again, the tag on it says Arborin Charity Hospital.
Oh, okay.
Well, is that the name of the place before?
That was the
Yep.
name of the
I'm
hospital,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I figured it was. Okay.
Well, I didn't see anything like pop up through the camera while I was filming the whole thing, I assume, right?
So all you saw was 1, the foxfire, so the presence of a spirit of some sort.
Yeah.
And 2, you saw 4 hands, so 2 sets of arms come through the wall, through the ceiling, and then yank backwards, and the foxfire goes out, and the arms have disappeared.
Got it. Cool. I'm assuming we didn't hear any of that either.
No.
Okay. Well, it's on film at least. Oh boy. So,
Actually, we use tape now.
well, oh yeah, I've shush. But I'm curious. So the dollar bill, it has that weird ominous message, and then all those random letters, right?
Yes.
Well, actually, I'm suddenly remembering. Is it still really cold in here?
No. The floor area is still colder than the rest, but it is no longer freezing.
Okay. That's good. Well, remember how I had that theory earlier that maybe there's something to do with the Kanayuki family who own this place? Well,
I don't think it's them.
what makes you say that?
Feel like it's the hospital.
Well, the hospital was owned by them too, because that one guy
Was
leased
it?
it out.
Technically speaking, they lent the space. They
Yeah.
didn't own the hospital, to my knowledge.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like, well, that's the thing, right? Is that like things were fine when they owned it, and then things became not fine. Things were fine when they owned it again, and then things became not fine as soon as they got rid of it or lost it, I guess.
Wait, so are they in control of it right now, or is it just like not?
We don't know. We don't know who owns it now, but I think we remember hearing that it's not by the Kanayuki family
Yuki's
anymore.
own it.
It's the manor, but not by the family anymore. I think we just don't know who it is.
In name only.
Yeah. So what if a long time ago the Kanayuki family found something? They did whatever, I don't know what, but when they leased out the manor, the thing that they talked to got angry and did a lot of stuff.
I mean, it's possible.
Well, the that book we have in the hospital, it doesn't say anything about the staff that worked here, does it?
Not that you can see.
Hmm.
Well, either way, we still don't know anything for sure. It's still a theory, but if anything,
I
it just
say we
tells
keep
us
looking.
exactly. We need to find out who worked here before everything went to shit.
I'm still curious about this dang e-bath.
That is weird, isn't it? Well, we also have those other random letters too, but I don't think those go together.
So let's get out of this room and see what else is forwards.
Yeah, we should. Whoever has done that, we want to make sure we can like get the string out of like this room, the new one that we tied, and just carry it on.
Just loop it around the latch and go.
Yeah. Onwards and forwards.
Onwards we go.
Wait, what time is it actually? Or like around what time of day?
It's probably like mid-afternoon.
Okay, so
Oh, I love seeing a ghost in the mid-afternoon. I should have asked if she had her lunch.
It is. You guys are probably ravenous.
yeah, I was about to say
I
like
mean,
we've been
given
here
what
for
you
a
saw,
while.
maybe she did have her lunch.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but like, I don't want to be in here when the night comes.
Doesn't really
Yeah,
make a
dude, like
difference for me.
I kind of need to have my naps, right?
And we
like,
also need to eat.
All right, let's head back to the
dude, I'm starving.
kitchen
How
or
much
wherever.
ground?
Get
How much
some more
ground
food.
did we cover going into this place? Like, how far did we
I
get?
feel like not a lot.
You have covered. So the manor looks like it's built in rings of different time periods, kind of. So like different building materials. So
Yeah.
you have definitely broached, at least today, that second ring.
Okay. So we're making progress.
For sure.
It's a lot farther than the last time, so. At the very least, we can get back here faster and continue onwards. So.
Are you guys heading back to that main room?
Alright.
Yep.
Yeah. Can you tell us what we see in front, like around us first? Like if we were to exit that room, what would be around us?
A hallway, a kind of small, dingy hallway. You're maybe 2 hallways off of the main hallway.
Okay. Let's keep our string here, like loop it around some sort of doorknob, and then head back.
Yeah, to keep track of where we've been. We can keep
Fair
going
enough.
along the path.
All right, so you guys head back. Thanks to your yarn, you make it back pretty easily. You take like maybe 1 wrong turn, but it's not too bad, and you're within the
How
limit.
do you take a wrong turn with yarn?
There's a lot of stuff there.
What'll probably happen is because we've been looping around.
Yep.
So we might want to like organize the string at some point, but for now it's fine.
So you get to the main room. There are sandwiches.
Oh yes.
All right. First thing I want to do is I'm gonna like put the camera away and like get the tape out and just like leave it there for a hot second. Or actually no, I'm paranoid. I'm gonna keep the tape with me and leave the camera there, and then I'll go eat.
Okay. So as you guys are all eating and generally just kind of trying to come down from that, you start hearing a tapping sound. It gets louder, and you realize it's coming from the window.
Outside
Oh.
window?
You can see the
Give me
silhouette
one
of a
second.
person.
Do we still have our flashlights on us? I assume we do.
Yeah, it's also light outside. It's just the window's kind of blurry.
Am I able to open the window?
Maybe we shouldn't open the window, but we could at least ask who's there through the window. I'm pretty sure they could hear us.
Sure.
Tap, tap, tap. Tap,
no,
tap, tap.
No one wants to say anything. It's just gonna. Who's there?
It's me, Frankie. Can you let me in?
Frankie, how did you get outside?
I snuck out for a walk, okay? I couldn't get back in.
You snuck.
Gosh.
Dude, did anybody see
They
you?
weren't allowed letting
I don't
anybody
think
in.
so.
They left.
God
But
damn
they're
it.
probably gonna see me if you don't let me in.
Group decision?
You knew the rules. We can't let you in.
Come on, man.
You left the property.
Well,
He
that-
hasn't left the property though.
That's the thing. Do we care about the rules at this point?
I don't think so. Is there a way to let him in
Dude.
through the window?
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna
you
say.
just open the latch.
Okay, I open the latch and just let him
Wait,
in.
hold on. Before we do, we should make like a cohesive group vote just so we know. Because I'm leaning towards with you, Bobby. I think we should kind of let him in, but I'm hesitant also. So, Bucky, what do you think?
How do we know you're the
don't know, dude,
real
like-
Frankie?
Oh my god. How do we know you're not the ghost?
You think a ghost would be hitting the window trying to get in? Wouldn't they just go through the wall or something?
Well, if
I
you're
don't
a
know. You
vampire,
tell me.
well, if you're a vampire,
That
then you
is
actually
a
couldn't
common
get in
movie
unless we
trope, you know,
invited you.
ghosts can go
So,
through walls.
A vampire? You think I'm a vampire now?
well, I don't think you're
Show
a
us
vampire,
those
but there
pearly
can be a
whites.
vampire. You know what I mean?
I swear, just let me in. They're gonna see me, and Yasu's
Okay,
gonna
I'll
beat
let
my
him.
ass.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna let him in.
Okay, I'll let him in.
Yeah.
He like falls through the window as soon as you open it.
Is he leaning
Don't
on
go
it?
off like that again.
I just needed a walk, but I found some stuff.
What did you find?
What did you find?
Well, I found a payphone, and no bus or taxi company has picked up anyone fitting Min's description. So she definitely didn't leave. And then I called the police department because we can't do that from in here apparently. And apparently, when the disappearance, the first one that happened a few months ago, it was a kid. He was here with his friends for a party, and he just wandered off on his own, and they didn't see him again. And then when police came out to search the property a week later, and one of them disappeared, and apparently he was like their youngest officer. He was like 21.
The youngest.
Yeah.
So they haven't found anyone yet.
They haven't found any of them, but there's more. So I also found out. So I went to the library, and yeah, it was a long walk. Okay.
You walked to the library from here?
No, there's a bus stop down the road. I just got on the bus.
Well, what did you find on the library? Keep on track.
Definitely-
Keep focused. Keep
Okay,
focused.
yeah,
Frankie.
go.
Oh,
keep
sorry,
going.
sorry. Oh, so the original owner of the manor, Kaneyuki Miyama, was an employee at his silk mill, was embezzling, and then he got fired, and he also fired that guy's oldest son and the three others, and then the house they lived in was rented to them by the boss. They were all evicted. The embezzler guy's parents were cleared out, and he was like super paranoid. And apparently, he hired all of his maids and other staff from outside of the area, and he wouldn't let anyone other than them into the house. And then when he died, his son did the same thing and like kept people away and kept adding weird things to the house. And I found this weird newspaper article, and basically the son gave an interview one time, and before he shut the door in their faces, he said, "There are ghosts in here. I'm trying to shut them in, and I'm trying to keep them from getting out."
Well, I think that just about confirms what we were talking about, wasn't it?
Like, this information's very convenient, but okay.
I mean, I get it. Like, why would I tell you this when I'm like working with them? This place gives me creeps.
I'm gonna
Hey,
I'm gonna head
how-
up to like.
I'm not
Frankie.
complaining.
I'm gonna
How
like.
old
put
are
a-
you, son?
Oh yeah, how old is Frank?
Is he like 17?
He's like 19.
I was 17.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
he's young.
Yeah,
He's the
and,
youngest.
Can you just for science, how old is Min?
Min was probably early 20s.
Interesting.
I have to ask now, because I want to be sure. Out of all of us here, like out of the four of us, who's the
Yeah.
youngest? I think it's either me or Bucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's Bucky.
I think it's Bucky.
Yeah, Bucky's younger.
Buckley.
Bucky.
Fuck.
Anyway.
Yeah, he is. Oh, can I say he's 23?
Yeah, like we
Yeah,
can say our
cool.
age.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm only 2 years older than you then.
I'm 29.
Father Padre is the
And
oldest.
this
He's
is
like
Padre's
in his 40s.
like 40 something,
Yeah,
right?
he's in his 40s.
Cool.
Well, Frankie, I appreciate you telling
All right,
us
we
all
gotta
this.
keep an eye on the intern.
Well, I mean, I don't know, guys. I hate being in this house because it's Prentice is in no shape to investigate. She just mopes around and it's freaking us out. And Yassi's monitoring cameras and snapping at anyone in the room. And I just feel like we'll have a better chance of figuring this out together.
Have
I
you
agree.
seen anything?
No, I'm trying really hard not to.
Well,
Have
Frankie,
they seen?
Not that I know of.
Frankie, I'm gonna need you to calm down for a minute, all right? Because
Yeah,
I agree with you. We are in this together. It doesn't matter what the dipshits who own this place think. There are people's lives on the line, and that's more important. And
Yeah.
the information you gave us is incredibly important because it kind of confirms something we were thinking about. Because we've found some information of our own too, and I think it would be good for all of us if we had a big group meeting together and divulge all the information we know. And I think we should ask Marjorie about the you know what in the you know here, and I kind of just like Father Padre's books.
The what? The what?
You'll,
What?
Don't worry about it. We'll
It'll-
figure it out.
We'll find out together.
Okay. Well, I mean, are you sure I wouldn't be more help if I went back out there? I could look stuff up for you.
No, you were staying in
You already
here.
gave the rules by leaving once. Don't let anybody else know you left.
Well,
I mean, I could be really sneaky, and this time I'll make sure the window stays open.
don't
You
don't
sure?
leave the window open, man. They'll know that you left.
Okay.
And
You
besides,
need to head back to your group. Your whatever.
let them know what we want to have a group talk together.
Sure. Yeah. What
What's
time?
what's
Yeah.
Prentice mumbling about?
Well, she's not really mumbling as much as she's just kind of, pacing and crying and generally looking into corners and freaking me out.
Group meeting after lunch.
Well, it's
Oh,
like,
okay.
yeah,
Didn't we just have lunch?
it's fine.
I'm still eating.
Yeah, I think he like dropped by in the middle of us eating. He's just like,
I just hand him a sandwich. Eat.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go find them. I'll let them know. Should I have them come here?
Probably a
Sure.
good idea.
Let's meet in, yeah, I mean, or we can meet in the main area.
Either
the
way,
common room, whatever.
just anywhere.
Okay. Yeah. I'll go let them know.
I'm gonna make a note of the time, so that if he goes missing, I know how long he's been missing.
Wait, guys. The weirdest thing just happened on Discord.
What?
All of a sudden, at the top, it said one new message since December 17th, 1969.
Oh fuck.
Bruh.
Nice.
Oh my god.
No.
Enough
Okay.
with this nonsense.
Anyway,
16th, 1969.
Nice.
Is that when the last
This is
person
like
went missing,
foreshadowing of like
Nyx?
the next.
I don't know.
the
It was
next
really
Call of
freaky for
Cthulhu
me.
campaign where it's like a prequel.
Imagine the GM getting scared by her own.
Killed by your own game.
That's the plot twist.
Anyway, okay. So he scampers off, like nomming on the sandwich.
Well,
Okay, bye.
And
Okay, bye.
so he heads off. He grabs the others, and at some point you hear them coming back down the stairs.
I'll like.
Any word on Min?
Nothing. I've been monitoring the cameras all day. I watched all of the footage we had. There's nothing.
Well, actually,
We've seen stuff.
I'm
Like
gonna,
what?
And I think we're just gonna relay everything. I think.
Well, like,
Well,
one thing
to
I definitely
start,
gonna do.
we
I'm
saw
like,
someone descend from the ceiling.
I'm like writing
So
stuff
that
down
was
in like
fun.
a notebook, kind of frantically, as like something kind of popped up.
Well, you okay? So what things are you telling them about? So you told them about the ceiling.
Shadow people, the first shadow people.
I think
shadow
we should tell them about the history of the hospital.
Yeah, that's the first
Yeah,
thing I would
definitely.
suggest we say.
Yeah, like,
And then,
especially tell Marjorie.
I just wanted to get his attention with the
With the
lady dropped
coves.
from the ceiling. Yeah.
and then explain about how, or further our theory about,
I give him a very
About
dull
the
history lesson.
Kanayuki's relationship with
yeah,
the manor.
through, by giving them information about the lab coat and some ominous spirit asking for help.
I then
and
got
that's the-
yoinked by 4 arms.
We did film everything that we were going through, so if we want to look it back over, you can see it for yourself.
We didn't get the angle on this lady though.
Well,
Did you guys tell them about the library?
I don't see why not, right?
We already plundered it, so. I don't
Yeah,
see why.
like it might as well. The door is open now, so yeah. Tell them.
Did you Well, I'm just asking. Did you tell them about like the names, the footnotes? Like, what exactly are you telling them?
The history of
main
the
thing we
manor.
were sharing is the manor stuff, and
Yeah.
we found some information on Dracula, but we don't know if that's really relevant right
Yeah,
now.
we
We're
won't
still
share
trying to
anything
figure-
about Dracula.
Yeah, I don't think that's
not
like we don't know
just yet.
anything about how that's important. What we do know is important is like the shit we found in the crawl space and the history of the hospital.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, we did have some information on Kanayuki and then the owners of the mansion, and well, it lines up with what you've just told us. At some point before the hospital, and I think probably maybe the original owner, there was an old article that Marjorie here found and brought to us that said something about one of the Kanayuki heirs being born sickly and growing up sickly and being unable to walk on his own, or constantly ill, and that the family spent as all of their money and much of their time looking for cures, looking for miracles for their son. and he traveled internationally too, looking for a cure. And one of the places he did travel was Romania.
Oh.
Funny.
So he turned his son into a vampire is what you're trying to say.
Funny you
Well, we
mentioned
don't
that.
know that for
'cause
sure. But
Romania was mentioned in the.
What did he
the
find?
labyrinth.
What did he do in Romania? What did he find there? Do we know?
Was
That's-
that the
that-
last stop for
That's
their
just the
cure?
extent. It's just they went to Romania once.
Yeah, that's all we have. And
Was
and
that the
and
last visit?
Marjorie steps up. It really was an old article. I could only read so much of it, and as far as I'm aware, there was only the one visit. People didn't really have the money, the time, nor the inclination to travel that far more than once.
But was that their last visit?
I'm not sure. I'm sorry.
It's all right. It's believe
Well,
me,
that's
that's
not
very
good.
helpful. Well, it's incredibly helpful because why would someone go to Romania once and then suddenly feel inclined to buy in so many copies of books from Romania?
That's fair.
Whatever.
Father, can you roll education for me?
Ooh.
I'm gonna
no!
I'm gonna spend some points.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, did the savant
let's
finally
spend some
fail?
points.
No.
Oh no.
So yeah,
I'll spend 5.
you spend 5 luck.
All right. So you remember that there was one more name mentioned,
Oh, a name.
and that was E. Bath.
Oh.
Ebath.
It's a name. It's not a thing.
And you know, it suddenly sounds in this context very familiar, and you wonder if these other investigators would know something about it.
Does the name Ebath sound any bells?
E. Bath. E. Bath. Bath. And Yasu looks at Prentice, and Frankie's just in the corner shrugging, like, yeah, I don't know what this is. And Prentice is like, are you thinking of Elizabeth Bath?
Oh.
And Yasu was like,
Ooh.
it seems the most relevant. And then Prentice looks kind of green at the thought.
Who's
and
Elizabeth
she's
Who's
Bath?
Elizabeth Bath?
Yeah.
Well, she was famous for being incredibly beautiful and very vain and absolutely terrified of getting old. She would kill young women, specifically virgins, and bathe in their blood in order to try and restore her youth.
Oh.
What is up with people bathing?
Suddenly things are clicking
I
together.
mean, is that how she got her name? Because, like, Elizabeth Bath.
I think that's more of just cruel irony or coincidence, actually.
Like
Alright.
the Queen Elizabeth Bath?
Well, I don't think she was a queen, but she was just a lady.
Or am I thinking Queen of Scots or Queen of
yeah, I
Hearts?
think you're thinking.
I
of the
think
Queen of
that's
Scots.
Mary, Queen of Scots.
Yeah, that's a different
Yeah,
history.
Queen of Scots.
Well, that's kind of terrifying, but it does explain the. Well, if it is indeed very connected, then it does explain this man's pattern.
Well,
Of who
I guess we
decides to
can
go
relate
missing.
this
I believe
tidbit of
her-
information.
I believe
There's-
her full name was actually Elizabeth Bathory.
Bathory.
Well, some of the books we found are relating to Dracula's endeavors in Romania, so that's lovely.
Well, I guess someone who's thinking about contacting Elizabeth Bathory would compare her to Dracula, right?
Yeah. Killing people, bathing in blood, drinking blood, etc., etc.
Well, that's. I'm.
Are we able to get in contact with her, or is she long dead?
Oh, she has been dead for many years. She
Well,
was a
can't you stay up there
prolific.
with your little doohickey.
She was a prolific female murderer in the 1500s.
1500s.
Well, can't you contact her?
Wait.
I can try, but you see, when contacting a spirit that old, the concerns are that, one, either they're unreachable, two, that they are incredibly powerful, and three, that they are, in her case, incredibly malevolent.
And 4, you're just spitting stuff out your butt.
Well, I don't think she isn't at all. I mean, we've seen clearly before that whatever's in here wants to hurt us, or at least hurt someone.
Well,
I mean, you were the one
I
that saw it
suppose
yourself, down in the crawl space.
yes, but there can be a perfectly logical explanation.
I don't think logic applies in this place. But there is something I've been thinking about. I don't know if it's another thing, but it's possible. Uh, you know how people who are young end up going missing here, right? But what if it's more specific than that?
What, like virgins?
Well, that specifically, but also it's it's just a coincidence right now. There's nothing to go off of because only Min has gone missing. But out of the two of our groups, there are 4 of us each. We have from range of oldest to youngest. And the youngest of our 2 groups would be Frankie and Bucky. And the second youngest being Min and me. And when we did the seance, who did the ghost show up behind?
You.
And
You.
And Min.
Something showed up behind you?
On the cameras.
When we looked in your guys' footage, there was something behind me. You remember how I said there was something? I felt something?
It's very faint. I didn't see it until Scott pointed it out.
Oh dear.
It was reaching out for me, and there was something that was obviously compelling Min to write. What if it's not just a coincidence that it was behind me? What if it's specifically the second youngest? I don't know if that's true, but it would be convenient. Maybe that's why it was behind me, and maybe that's why they wanted Min.
Interesting. I suppose that means you're in danger too.
More than likely, but at the very least, we should keep an eye on Frankie and Bucky too, because we don't know for sure.
Frankie's looking pale.
We'll be doing double watch, I believe. 2 people up at once.
That's probably a good idea.
So, about this bath woman, do we want to reach out to her?
If you truly want me to do that, I can. I would. I don't know if that's a good idea.
Well,
I never said it was a good
She is
idea,
a
but
prolific murderer, from what I've
it might be one of the only few options that we have to figure out what the heck is going on.
Not necessarily. We'll think about it this way. You guys saw someone who was calling out for help, right? Well, we don't know who they were, but we probably can guess where and when they were. Why don't we try calling out to some of the patients that used to be here? Ask them who it is that we need to be on the lookout for.
There is that as well. However, the lady that we were talking to got grabbed by, I am guessing, 2 other spirits, because there were 2 pairs of hands that grabbed her and pulled her
2
through
pairs.
the ceiling.
2 pairs.
That's correct.
I didn't think about it before. In the seance, there had to have been at least two ghosts there aside from all the sheets. One behind me and one behind Min.
There is that possibility.
when we were looking through the labyrinth, did anybody see, I don't know, maybe specifically two spirits besides just one? Maybe there's something there.
Well, me and Bobby, did see two spirits through a window at one point, I believe, if I remember correctly.
Two. I,
Just two dark spirits.
just two dark ones did. I wish I
Yeah.
could remember what it looked like. I just remember it was huge. I don't know anything else other than that, but
Long arms, I think.
yeah. But it can't just be a
guys?
coincidence, right? What? What's going on?
Yeah.
Well, I told you that it said that, well, we told you that it said that he was sick, right?
Yeah.
Well, I remember seeing that he always had two bodyguards with him.
Oh.
Was
Oh.
Min sick?
No, not a day since she's worked with me.
Alright then.
It's probably why they wanted her. It's probably why they
Well.
want me. But if it was those two bodyguards are still wandering this place, that means
They have unfinished business.
it means they're probably still following the orders of their semi-late master.
Semi-late.
Well, I mean, like the dead /alive.
Tardy.
Tardy.
Like, technically not quite.
Oh, I'm calling him the tardy master now.
What tardy?
Oh my goodness.
Well, that answers a lot of our questions now, it would seem. But, oh boy. Knowing it doesn't really make me feel any better. At the very least, now that we have information shared, we can make a plan. And it all just depends on how much of a risk we're willing to take.
I
Because
don't think we have all the information shared.
well, what else do you think there is to say?
I mean, I don't think I've shared all the information that I have.
Scott looks concerned. He's like, "What do you mean?"
What do you what have you not told us? Is it about Min?
No, and at least I don't think it's about her. So when I was on watch last night, I know I said everything was fine, and physically everything was fine, but I thought I saw something in the hallways. Or no, I didn't see anything. I felt that I was hearing something, some sort of pipe leak or some open tap. Just heard dripping noises. So I headed towards the sound. It was from the bathroom, and I tried waking you guys when it was happening, but evidently I was unable to. I headed to the bathroom, and the lights weren't working as usual. I'm not surprised. The drip noise was still there. Turned around, thinking it was from the shower. And when I opened the shower, there was a bathtub filled with some thick liquid.
Was it red?
Yeah, it was blood, Padre. It was blood.
Lovely. We got
and I
here
saw
too.
some sort of face pop out. I don't know what kind of face it was, but just it popped out and then sunk back
Elizabeth.
in.
Are you sure it was a
And
woman?
then I woke up. Was it a woman? I don't think I
it
really
did
got a good
not.
glance.
It did not look like a woman.
Ooh.
Yeah. But again, that might have just been me tripping balls. I don't know.
Given
But since
everything
we're
that's
talking
happened,
about
I don't think anything is just a
Elizabeth
coincidence.
Bathory, considering whatever we heard about Elizabeth Bathory or e-bath, whatever, might be relevant.
I
I didn't tell you guys earlier because I didn't want to alarm you, but it seems more significant now. And I kind of look away.
who is
Uh,
the sick Kanayuki member?
It doesn't say a name. It just says the heir at the time.
Did it say specify a gender or anything?
A man.
A male.
A
He
boy.
must have been to be the heir.
No, that's misogynistic. Anyways,
At
Bobby.
the time, that was also how things worked.
doesn't make it right.
Bobby,
Well, that's clearly not the argument right now.
Of course not, Marjorie. Of course not.
This is history.
I need you to try to focus for me, please. Are you positive? I need you have to try to remember. Are you absolutely sure that the person you saw in the bathtub was a woman?
I thought GM said it wasn't a woman.
The GM said it wasn't, but you haven't.
Oh, my bad.
Okay, metagame.
Dang.
Zero is the anti-metagamer.
Yeah.
I know, that was amazing.
The anti-metagame.
It was very blurry. Like there was no defined features because it was still dark. The lights were off, but I don't think it was a woman. And I tried thinking about it more because once we heard that Min was missing.
The missing.
I thought maybe it was her for some reason that I was seeing, but it wasn't. Like the features didn't line up, so I don't think it was a woman.
Well, given that and what we now know, we could probably guess that it wasn't a woman, and whoever it was now our tardy master.
Do we have a picture of the tardy master anywhere?
Mm-mm.
Not in the history books or anything?
Not that you know of.
He did something.
I wish we had the internet.
So a long time ago, the tardy master went to Romania and talked to our dear Elizabeth Bathory and learned secrets of how to cure his illness by murdering people, because that's always worth it, I guess. He comes back and it does something to him. It maybe works, I guess, depending on what you consider working. He locks himself up in his place, and the Kanayukis watch over him as long as they can, until one of them decides they want to turn this place into a hospital. And what happens? Everything goes to shit. Everyone goes missing, and now there are a bunch of spirits in here crying for help. Once the Kanayukis take the place back, they lock it up again, and they add more shit onto this place so that way whatever's in here can't get out. And now here we are. The last in the line. And now I have a serious question to ask everyone in the room. We were all asked here to exorcise whatever was going on here. And are we really confident that we have the ability to do that when a multi-generational family after hundreds upon hundreds of years couldn't do that?
Dude, I don't know.
I don't know. Some monsters can't be exorcised. They can only be untethered.
How so?
Or you can just kill him, which is what I'm rooting for, but...
I don't think it's gonna be that easy.
How do you kill something that has kept itself alive this long? And he's not
sure there's a way out there.
Maybe out there, but definitely not in here. Whether we like it or not, we are not on the same power level with whoever is inside this place. This thing has stolen people countless times, and it's gonna keep doing it. there's... It makes you wonder, doesn't it? Because one of the earlier people who went missing, they said they threw a party, but the whole party didn't go missing, just the young kid. And yet an entire
Oh, yeah.
hospital of people went missing. Do you think the Kanayukus might have starved the kid to death? Or at least whatever is in there. And once it got
Very
hungry,
well could be.
and a bunch of people were there, it took them all. So, just locking it up probably isn't gonna do it good either. That's why they keep adding shit onto it.
Yeah, I don't know. If it was hungry, we would all be dead.
Well, that's...
So you think that maybe the additions on the house are to keep something inside?
And
To be amazed to keep it in.
And more than likely, when we do have to leave, they're gonna add stuff onto it again. Another layer to build on top of it.
I don't know. If it really is entity, it can just go through walls, so it doesn't really matter if it's a maze or not.
What if it can't?
I still think we need to explore the house a little bit more.
Oh yeah,
before
like
we make...
maybe it's one of those ghost stories where it's like they have to stay on the property, you know what I mean?
Exactly, because that's the thing. If it wanted to get all of us, it could have done it right now. It wouldn't need to wait. So maybe it can't. Whatever's going on in here, it has to follow the path of the labyrinth. Like, you two saw those figures off in the distance, but they didn't go after you.
Yet.
Well, that's the thing. What if
Then
it
you
could...
not to. English.
That's the thing. Maybe it couldn't. And the only reason they managed to get this close to us before is because we called them out here.
So, do you want to call them out again?
I don't think I want to call those two again, that's for sure, but I don't know how specific we can be of, I'd like this specific patient of this specific hospital, please. And even then, what do we glean? What do we ask them about? How do we stop this thing?
We ask who's doing it so we confirm. We ask how they're doing it. And we ask, where are they? Where do they do it? Seems like a fair start.
Just to clarify, you said you have something of the creature that appeared before you. You said you found a coat?
It wasn't for the creature. It was
the accused.
They wanted us to do something with it, but they were taken before they could explain.
Maybe we could try and summon the owner of the white coat.
Would this...
It's an idea,
Would that
but
work?
it would work.
Do you have anything else of theirs?
A dollar bill.
With letters on
May I
it.
see it?
I think we should use the dollar bill. What does the dollar bill say again? It says, all of, like, everyone who came is dead
Everyone's
or something.
dead.
Everyone.
And then the scrambled letters on the back.
Some random letters. I think we should summon whoever wrote on that dollar bill. Because first we need to figure out those random letters, and second of all, we need to ask what they mean.
And
Certainly.
thirdly,
Do we have some chalk to create like a binding circle to protect us?
well,
I don't know if we have chalk, but there's certainly salt.
Beautiful.
anything helps, and we have to make a decision.
Well, I'll stand guard while we do this.
That's the
Because
thing.
I'm not taking any chances.
We summon the dollar man.
Well, that's the problem. Is there's a very real possibility that when we do summon whoever wrote on the dollar bill, it's entirely possible that it is the person who the labyrinth was built for. And half of us are at risk of being eaten by this thing, or at least one of us. So we might want to think carefully of how to go about this.
I don't think the dollar bill is of the man who's being bound here.
Yeah, because they're stating that everyone who comes dies, or everyone that's here is dead. So
That is
Yeah.
the thing.
don't.
It's highly likely. I just want to make that clear. It's possible.
Well, I'm gonna be standing guard, ready in case if anyone wants to join me. By all means. If I'm all on my own, it's not like I haven't done that before. So, let me know.
Alright.
I'll watch. I don't have any combat experience.
I should probably be there to film it. And besides, if I'm there, we'll probably get something.
You should set up a camera behind you too.
Well, we can set one up so like they're facing each other.
Perfect.
Really quickly, guys. Noah, I know you
Yeah.
have to go at some point. How long do you have?
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that.
Oh my god, Noah.
Let
Do
me
you have another 20 minutes or so?
5 o'clock for me.
It is
continue going. I'll get back to you on that in a minute.
It's 7 over here.
Okay, so you want us to continue and then you'll let me know?
Yeah, I'll let you know soon.
Okay. So Prentice holds out her hand for the dollar bill and the coat.
Do you give it?
Yeah.
You have it.
Yeah, right here.
It's
Sorry.
just like,
So she takes it and she sits down in a chair and she kind of gestures for everyone to sit down. Yasu sits down to her right, and she grabs his hand. She's holding the stuff in her lap and she holds her other hand out to see who's sitting next to her.
I'm gonna set up the cameras so we can get that stuff with Frankie, and I'm gonna sit next to her.
I ready my holy water pistol. Just kidding.
I was about to say like, oh man, like Bobby has a real gun, Father Padre has a water gun.
So she takes your hand, Scott, and Frankie sits down on your other side and kind of completes this little quad.
Yeah.
And we have and Bentley too.
Bentley.
Oh my God, Buckley every time. So the 5 of you are sitting in a circle, and then you have Bobby and Father Padre on the outskirts of the circle. So she closes her eyes, and again you hear her say familiar words. Everyone, take a deep breath as we call out to the spirits in this house.
Take a deep breath.
Whoever this belongs to, if you can hear us, I ask you to speak to us. Please speak to us and help us understand what happened to you and what is happening here. If you can hear my voice, please speak to us. And nothing happens for a moment. And then all of the lights go out.
Glow sticks. No glow sticks, right?
Turn on the flashlights.
In the center of your circle, a foxfire appears. It's just a little floating fire. It's a little blue tinged, almost white. Prentice, Scott, you can feel her hand shaking in yours, but she looks up and she says, "Tell us who you are." And slowly, a shape starts forming. And eventually, you see a woman with long black hair. She can't be more than 23, 24. And she looks at Prentice, looks at the things that she's holding, and says, and you hear her voice like it's from very far away, echoing down a tunnel. But she says,
Ooh.
I can't remember my name.
And you remember who did this to you?
Yes, yes, he's still here.
Where?
I can show you.
How?
Excellent.
And she turns back into a slightly larger foxfire than before
Ooh.
and zips to the doorway.
All right, get the yarn ready.
Yeah, get the yarn, get
Here we
move.
go.
We're moving everything.
Let's move.
Everybody
All right.
line up. We're going deep
Everyone,
in.
get behind me.
Further up and further in.
Tie the string to
So-
somewhere and we follow.
So she zips into the house. She starts taking turns, and you know from your exploration and seeing your own yarn that she is in the second ring.
Okay.
She turns towards the inside of the house, and you see her stop in front of one of those doors that's half hidden under a set of stairs.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah.
She
Is it
passes through the
openable?
door. So you reach out and try and open it.
Is there a door handle?
There is a door handle, but the door is locked.
Has she gone through it or is she just there?
She's gone through the door.
Does anyone have a way to
Anybody
open
have
this?
a good lock pick?
So Yasu kind of, they come running up right behind you, and he looks at you, Bobby. On 3,
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Kicks at the door.
Yeah, well,
Nice.
that's a solution.
This is an old wooden door. It cracks inwards. It's hanging off its hinges. And inside, when you shine your flashlights in, you see another dusty room. You see the foxfire zip towards the other wall, and then it turns back into her, and she points before disappearing.
Points to where?
Points to what?
She points at the wall before disappearing.
All right, time to take down
it's
this wall.
behind the wall.
So before you can take
Hey,
down
what does the wall look like?
you notice that there's something hanging on it.
Ooh.
It looks like a covered frame of some sort.
Uncover it. Whatever is covered. Is it like a blanket and he's covering it like a white blanket?
Yeah, something
That
like
one.
that.
Take it off.
Dust floats up everywhere. And you see a portrait.
Ew, little portrait.
And
Portraits are
it's of a small, slender, well-dressed man with black hair and dark eyes. His clothing is clearly very old-fashioned, and he seems to stare out at you through the painting with very cold eyes. He's sitting in a chair with blankets thrown over his lap.
I think that's
Getting
our
like
tardy
Dorian
master.
Gray vibes.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, yeah.
And what does he
Okay.
look like in like condition?
Oh
He
yeah.
looks sickly.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So this is before he.
Well, this is our heir.
Well, we have.
Would
a
you
face.
say he looks sickly and pale?
Is there a name on the picture, though?
You don't see anything on the front. And unfortunately, it's too old to have a real good sense of whether he's pale.
All right.
Well,
Does he have fangs? No, just kidding.
is he in front of a castle?
Is there a
No.
bat in the frame?
Yeah, exactly.
He's sitting in an ornate room of some sort. It's very, like, portrait background of the time.
Does it look anything like any of the rooms we've seen?
Roll me intelligence.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Come on, buddy.
Alright,
You
let's
can do
go.
it.
Let's go.
Intern.
You can
I
do
got
it.
this. I got this.
You can do it.
Skadoosh.
Whoa! You
Ooh.
can super do it.
Ooh. You
Oh
recognize
my goodness.
the library.
Wait, what?
The live.
Oh yeah, dude. So I was like totally painted in the library.
Wait, what? How?
The library.
Yeah, like the one we were just in, you know, right?
How is that possible? We
Wait, you know, I'm assuming you're referring to the library of this building, not the library we went to at the very start
No,
of the
no,
campaign.
no. It's the
No.
library in the building.
yeah.
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
We're leaving the mansion,
Yeah,
guys. Let's
yeah.
go.
We follow Frankie's
We're
advice.
going
We
on an
left.
adventure.
We're
Yes.
going on a trip.
How is that?
In a favorite rocket ship.
We went deeper into the labyrinth and ended up in the same place we started at the beginning.
Not the same place. That's where the painting was pictured.
This is the room we were in. This is the library.
No,
this-
you're not in the
it's not.
library.
Wait, what? Oh, the room he's
You're
in.
not-
I misunderstood
Yeah.
completely. I'm a dumbass.
No. Yeah, okay. I now I understand why you were so confused.
There it is. I understand now.
Or Scott.
Oh, that's bad then. That's really bad.
Means that we have some unfinished business in there, possibly. But she pointed towards the wall. Did she point specifically towards this painting or the...
I'm pretty sure
Blank
she was
wall.
pointing at the painting.
Okay, two things. One, out of character. Do I notice any like major architectural changes in the library in the photo from now? And then in character, I'm gonna say, well, like, wasn't there like the drywall in the library or whatever?
The
The
what?
what in the library?
Like, you know, the drywall or whatever. Like, that's probably new, right? Like, you cover stuff up with it.
Drywall in the library.
So,
Oh.
Buckley, with that intelligence roll, you
Yeah.
notice in the corner of the portrait,
Yeah.
there's a large fireplace.
Okay.
You did not
And,
see a fireplace in the room.
Okay. And what was it like roughly in that area? Was it like books and stuff, or do I not quite recall?
In the area the fireplace was in was a wall, a drywall.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Totally.
Quick question.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
I don't
dude.
know if
Like
this
right
is-
there.
I don't know if this is out of character or not, but seeing the face of this, we don't know the name still, right?
We
I
don't
forget.
know the name.
Okay. Seeing the
Tardy
face
Master.
of this Tardy Master, there we go, I was thinking that. Does it resemble what I saw in the bathtub?
Yes.
Mm.
That answers our questions. And
Yeah.
we
Yeah. So like, if you look right there, and Buckley points at the fireplace, he's like, there was like drywall in the library. Or, like,
Where's
here's the
that fireplace located in the library? I
Or the
didn't see it.
drywall was, like I just said. Yeah.
Could trust that.
Father, you have some experience with old portraits and things of this nature, and
Oh.
you know that many times the older the portrait, the more likely the painter or artist would sign the back, and there would be some sort of description.
I
If we
will.
can take
Yes,
down the
take
I was about
down
to
the
say we should
frame
take
or
the
like look
painting
behind
anyways,
it.
right?
Yeah.
Well, how big is it? Some of these rich people can be really precocious.
Yeah, it's probably like 3 by 5.
Oh,
Okay,
Lord.
not that bad.
3 feet or 3?
Yeah, that's what I was saying, like 3 feet by 5
3
feet.
inches by 5 inches.
3 feet by 5 feet.
Yeah, that's huge.
Better than 3 meters by 5 meters.
Yeah, that's,
Oh.
That's like the
That's
same size as
not
me.
It's
Like,
as tall as you.
It's the same
All
size
right,
as
let's
Sky.
let's
Look
strap
at
it
this
onto your
dude.
wheelchair.
Oh my god, you want to put it in the duffel bag position, just like that's what the hooks are for,
okay,
man.
what is it? What does it say on the back?
On the back, there's a date from more than 200 years ago with a title. The title says Arado Kaneyuki Self-Portrait.
Self-portrait.
Yuki.
Or not self-portrait, it says portrait.
Okay, cool. I was about to say, like, he
Like,
painted
wow,
this
this guy's
himself. Oh my
A
god.
freaking genius.
Well, that
I'm
means this
telling
guy
you.
is super, like, vain then if he paints his own self-portrait.
Well,
Oh, Arado Yuki. Those were like the words. that we
Oh!
said.
Yeah,
Right.
no, that's what I said.
I-
A random Kanayuki.
I just like go over to my notes to write down a name, and I just like see it written there already. Arado Yuki.
What is? Okay, we still don't know what the MA is from the
We don't.
mansion. I don't think. I'm
Well-
gonna call him a random Kanayuki, but you know.
Well, that's the problem.
Arado.
Radical.
I
Okay.
have a pretty uncomfortable question to ask. Well, depending on your comfort. When we opened the library door, did Min go missing right afterwards? Was that on the same day?
Oh, I think it was the day after. No.
Yeah, it was the day after.
Okay, that was what I was wondering.
Or it was the night of.
Yeah, that's
That was the first night, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How was it the first night? Because we saw we found the library after the night we met with everyone, and they said that she was missing.
Well,
I
like,
thought.
what happened? No, because what we did was
Oh,
that.
wait. Did Padre and I find that room, and then we looked at it later?
Yes.
Is that what happened? Okay,
That's what
gotcha.
happened. Yeah, and
Well, that's not good.
we went back to the library and we pried it open.
That idiot, Chief.
But well, at least we know it's not completely our fault though, because your people went missing regardless, even though it was closed from inside. But if we could guess what it might be, and if the labyrinth is still serving its purpose, then there might be a shortcut in there.
Maybe it's the fireplace.
Well, probably. Maybe it goes. Oh God. You know how there was the crawl space?
Like in old buildings, fireplaces, they just go all the way up. Like every story, the fireplace would just be right there. It's the same chimney.
Yeah. It could go up, it could go down, either way.
Wait, guys. We took a couple of pictures when we first got here of the outside. And I think there's a chimney in the middle.
In the middle?
Yeah. It's kind of in the middle, a big one. It doesn't look like any of the rest of the house.
Are there other chimneys like around it, or is it just the big one?
So I just sent a picture to our chat. If you want to take a look at it, I'll see if I can put it up here.
Oh wow, would you look at that?
Let me see if I can put it here somehow.
It looks way nicer.
It looks way nicer.
Those are anime hands.
Yeah, don't look at those.
Anime
two.
hands.
Don't
Oh
look at those
no,
two.
there is an anime hand.
Is everybody freaking out now because of that?
I don't know how to put it so that the Roll20 can see it, but for now this is fine.
You would have to save the image to your computer and then upload it onto Roll20. It takes a bit. Don't worry about it.
I can try,
Just
just so that we have it.
yeah. Whoa. Is that an actual camera?
Yeah.
I actually watched a YouTube video recently on the dude who did the sounds for that company, and apparently that's like a film camera that used a Canon EM1, and now that's like the standard sound you hear on all iPhones.
Well, that's
For
It's a
great.
Canon
screenshots.
EM1 mechanical film camera,
That's great.
or maybe it was electronic.
E-bath. Electronic bath.
Man, Well, looking at this photo, that definitely tells us a very different idea of how we could get into the center.
We can paratroop into the center.
Yep.
Is that what you're implying?
We climb up through the chimney, the abandoned chimney in the library, go on the roof, and go down the middle.
Well, that sounds like a bottle of fun. Who's volunteering for that?
Well,
I can.
that's the issue is
I mean, I can do it, but Mr. Scotty here can't.
I'm just waiting for Scott to say, make the intern do it.
Just like, send Bucky in, he's
What do we want to
fodder.
do with this chimney? I'm so confused. What do you
We're
want?
gonna, because it's in the center of the house, we go down the chimney and we'll be in the room.
So basically, because there's a chimney in the library that also goes to the roof, you climb up the one in the library, you get on the roof, and you climb over to the chimney in the center, and you go down it.
Yeah.
It's like skipping the labyrinth.
Super sketchy, but it might work.
Yeah, like
We have no idea where we'll be
that's
in the labyrinth.
That's the problem, and we'll have to find a way to get back up. And I know that I can't go in by myself because I wouldn't be able to go in with a chair. I'd have to just go as me. And even then, I don't know if I should.
Let's first try and find this fireplace. It could have just been an artistic liberty, for all we know.
And if we want to try, we could drop a camera down in there. Or, like, rope one down. See if we can spot anything. If it doesn't, just land in a corner that we can't see.
Or it's bricked up.
Or it's bricked up. Hopefully it isn't. Well, if that's the case, then we'll need a volunteer.
Volunteer as tribute.
You sure you'll be alright?
That's okay. This is what I'm here for. Protecting you guys.
I mean, I have my holy hand grenade still, so I'm kind of dying.
I have the holy hand grenade, Father. You blessed it and gave it to me.
Yeah, we're not giving you grenades anymore after what happened last time. I'm still paranoid after
One of
you
these
broke that
days, he's
window.
gonna accidentally pull the pin and not realize it. He's just gonna be standing there holding it.
That's what happened.
Until someone,
I wouldn't put it
grabs
past
it and
Father.
checks it.
That's what I'm convinced that happened. One of your experiments of trying to get it to work, and we almost lost a chunk of the building.
Because you don't know how buttons work, let alone a grenade. What's this?
Fair enough.
All right, I'll go down the chimney, I guess, or up. I don't know which direction. Whatever direction you need me to go, I'm there.
Well, first we have to knock down a wall, and then
Find the chimney.
possibly knock down another wall. And we probably shouldn't use the grenade because if this thing is following the path of the labyrinth, we don't want to give him ways to get closer. So, and evidently he can't climb, otherwise he would have done it a while ago. So, let's follow the string back to the library.
The only thing is, when we lower Bobby down, she will have no reinforcements.
That's the problem.
I have my walkie-talkie, and I'm assuming you'll have my back. So, but I should be fine.
Yeah. What we could do is you can go down with one of the smaller cameras, and we could have some people on the roof that are carrying the wires down with you, and we can watch you through one of the monitors.
I can go if you need someone to come down.
Who's saying
Well, that honor will be from
Frankie's
me,
saying
yes.
that.
Frankie, hell no. No.
I'm going down.
No.
Frankie, I
I'm going
appreciate you
down.
wanting to help, but you're just as much at risk as me and Bucky are. It's probably for the best we stay behind.
What's his name? What's
Yasu.
the other dude's guy?
Yasu.
Yeah.
Yasu, and I'm like, dude, Yasu. Yasu?
Yasu.
Yeah.
Zazu? Yasu. I eye him and I'm like, if you want to.
I can do
You
that.
seem to have enough kick power when you kick the door down, so.
Yeah. I'll back you up.
All right then.
Okay.
We've got our teams. The three of them going up there, and the four of us behind, keeping the cameras up so we can see what's going on. Frank and Bucky, the two of you probably will need to be on the roof so you can pull them up if you need to.
Alright, yeah, sure thing, dude.
And me and Marjorie can stay behind. At least that way
Alright.
we have more people to watch the connection if something goes wrong.
Are you guys heading to the library?
Yep.
We are.
Okay.
So we're gonna break. Or
Gonna hack
in a
down
few.
some drywall.
So you guys get to the library, and let's say you manage to get through the drywall.
Ooh.
Ooh,
I mean, let's say Yasu produces a big, a hammer, and you
Yeah.
just kind of you hack at it.
produces a hammer.
Epic montage of us tearing
Birds
down
a
a wall.
hammer.
He pulls one
Yeah,
right
so-
out of his ass.
Yep, pretty much. So
Yasu. Sorry.
You had to do it, didn't you? You just had to.
I couldn't.
anyway, so you guys managed to get some of that drywall down, and it's not like a full wall. Like, it's pretty easy to just like kick at once you make a good make some headway, and it reveals two things: a boarded up fireplace and a door.
Oh. Huh.
Well, do we dare the door?
That's a great
I
question.
dare you, door.
I'll open the door then.
Might as well.
I open.
So you open the door, and you immediately all smell this rush of putrid air.
Ooh.
Well, we found it, folks.
Well. Maybe
The
not.
nasty place.
Well, the nasty place, yeah.
Nasty.
We don't know if it's in the center yet.
What?
Nothing. I'm just hesitant, afraid.
We're goofing around.
Yeah, we don't know for sure what's in there, and we know it's not the center at least. But
It's definitely dead, whatever it is.
I'm gonna I don't remember if Bobby still has the tick or not, but whoever does, maybe pull it out to see if we see anything in there.
I'll pull it out and light the tick.
Like the tick.
It is cold. There is a spot that is slightly less cold, right straight ahead, but quite far.
Oh boy. How deep does it go?
Well, Bobby, back to back.
At this point, Prentice puts her hand out. I have a very bad feeling about this, and I think this should be something we do during the daytime.
It is
during
the
full.
That is a very good idea, actually.
I thought it was
and
daytime.
No,
Yasu
it's still
checks his
night.
watch. Yasu checks his watch and he goes, "The sun would have just set."
Then
Yeah.
we adjourned.
Yeah, because when we came together, it was like the afternoon, so we've been it's evening now. So it's probably thank goodness for Marjorie checking her watch, because Lord.
Plums with
Yasu's
tomorrow
plans
morning.
Yeah, tomorrow morning. It's not a good idea to go in there now, unless you want to go in the creepy place in the dark in the evening when someone went missing.
It doesn't really make a difference for me, but I will say that I feel like tonight's gonna be rough on all of us if we've clearly disturbed something multiple
is also
times.
true.
So we should keep an eye out.
Everyone in one room,
Yeah, I think
double
so.
shift.
2 people together at all times if we can.
I think
Preferably
seems
the old and the
prudent.
young together.
Yeah, old and young on a shift.
Yeah. Rather not tempt
Alright.
fate.
Yeah, sure thing, dude.
All right. Well, let's close this door. And if there is a
Wrap
chair,
some
if it was
yarn around
opening
it.
outwards, I'd like
Yeah.
to jam the door.
Yep,
Ooh,
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Thanks.
It's the slightly colder thing out there just starts knocking on the door.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
I would fucking shit my pants.
Tap. Tap.
Drip.
And then you hear.
Shit!
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Fuck
She's
off!
kidding, guys.
How
But-
dare you!
Oh,
As
slamming
you-
their head into the ceiling
As you
like
guys,
Hereditary.
as you guys head back to, the areas in which both, like, all of you have rooms to kind of figure out a sleeping arrangement. After the events of the day, I want everyone to roll sanity.
Fork.
Gosh, here we go.
Alright, everybody. Oh no,
Okay.
Father Padre!
Points. Can I do luck points on
You-
sanity?
Not for sanity.
No.
Oh, not for sanity? You
Damn it.
can't? Okay.
Well, I thought that was the case. Can you roll for sanity one?
You can spend luck on sanity. It's
Oh,
just
I didn't know that. You totally can then. Go ahead, Padre.
Yeah,
Oh, thank God.
because
That's
like
19. Okay.
It's been 19.
yeah, because it hurts a lot more. Yeah, I'm gonna spend 3. I'm gonna.
Okay. I just want to see what you guys
got-
would have had to take.
Yeah, no, that's fair,
A
man.
super extreme
Ooh
success.
boy.
Oh no.
So instead,
Six,
everyone
six,
that
six.
failed is gonna take 4.
Oh boy.
4? Oh my gosh.
Oh Lord.
Did
have
I
mercy.
fail? I thought I success with
No.
No, you can success with your luck.
luck. Okay, perfect. I
But-
did.
If you fail, you take 4. If you succeed, you take 4. If you
Yeah.
fail, you take 6.
What
Yeah,
if I
this is-
So 4
extremely
damage.
succeed?
Okay.
You still take 4.
Yeah, I think this is one of those moments where like we're gonna get fucked no matter
Alright,
what, but this is just a
4
matter
hit
of like
point
not
squad.
spiraling into
Whoop, whoop.
insanity.
All right, homies. I
Imagine
think we
taking 12
ended.
losses of insanity.
Yep. I think we're gonna end it there.
Ooh.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
You know what's twisted?
What?
So every time something scary would happen, I was like, I need more. Like I want
I
more.
need
of
more.
it.
You know,
Like,
honestly,
continue
same.
onward.
Same.
I didn't want it to like just cut off. I was like, just give me your worst.
I know. Like,
Should've
I feel
with
you
a
there.
knock on the door.
Honey, you have not seen my worst.
I know you keep teasing, and I don't like it.
Oh, it's
Oh,
gonna get so
you
bad.
tease me.
It's gonna get bad for you because you're gonna be the one who's sorry folks are going down in that place.
That's why I keep volunteering, because I want to be scared.
Well, for anyone out there, thanks for being here. Hopefully you got a little spooked, because I sure spooked myself.
Oh, Lord, have mercy on our souls. I need to talk to my rabbi after this.
Dude, Father Padre is right here.
He's not a rabbi. What
I could be.
do you mean you could be? Do you have a Torah in your back pocket just in case?
Just in case.
All right, fam.
I am
On that
educated
note-
in multiple fronts.
I think we're signing off.
Alright, see y'all around. Have a lovely nightmare-filled evening. I know I'm going to. Bye.